Hello everybody, my name is Krista Winter and welcome back to my channel. So today I just wanted to discuss my experiences with the paranormal. This is probably kind of a common topic. Sorry, my rat is down there trying to climb my laundry basket. Anyways, this is probably a common topic around witches, but you know, I like to join the bandwagon, and yeah. So I haven't had many, but the ones that I have had are very, very spooky and kind of, yeah. I know that spirits, demons, I don't think they exist, but angels, I believe those exist, obviously. Like, yeah, you always have an angel around you, but anyways, let's get back on topic. Okay. So one of my first experiences with paranormal was after my father died. He died in 2011 or 2010, somewhere around there, December 20th, 9 days after my birthday and 5 days before Christmas. It was heartbreaking. I was like 9, I believe, 9, 10, and it happened very suddenly, but after that, I started feeling like someone was around me. At his funeral, I couldn't cry because I felt like he was still there. I was still connected to the spirit world when I was smaller, like as a child, because I wasn't introduced to Christianity and all of that when I was that young. I mean, my grandma tried to take me to church, but I never was like, I'm gonna stick with this because I didn't feel like I should. So I never really believed in anything. But I knew spirits existed. I was still connected, but now I'm not as connected as I was before, because just like animals, how they can see spirits, because they're not introduced to human things and the morals and stuff. They can sense and see spirits most of the time. And, oh, there we go. Even that out. He's collecting things and putting them under my bed. Anyways, it's a lot different than how I am now, but I still have the occasional spirit things happening to me. Especially when I do magic and raise my vibration. A lot happens. It's crazy. I love it, but you can't. It's just, yeah. Okay, so one of my first experiences was when my dad died and I felt him around me, and then another one was this was when I was living in this house. I moved like 3 times, I believe. It was maybe a couple weeks when I first got into this house and moved in completely. It was like 3 in the morning, 2, 3, somewhere around there, and I needed water because I suddenly felt like the water was just pulled out of me, and I felt like I was dying of dehydration, but I can't die of dehydration when I drink water like 24/7. I'm trying so hard to get back on track like I was before, like now. So, anyways, I felt like I was dehydrated. I felt like I was like, I could barely breathe. I was freaking out. So I went out of my room and went down the hall. Now, going down the hall, there's my room. My soul just fell on my bed. Speaking of the paranormal, anyways, okay, so here's my room, my mom's room, and then like the end of the hallway. And then you go down the hallway. This way is like the next door is the guest bedroom where my grandma used to live. Not live, just she'd stay there when she came over into Medford because she lived in Etna. She passed away 2014. In that room, I don't go in there at all because her ashes are in there, and it's really spooky, and it's every time any of my friends have stayed in there, The foster kids we had once, they all said that they didn't like the room because it just had a gross, negative feeling, and it was like it made you down. It like shut off your energy. That's what I like to call it, because it just makes your frequency just drop. And I don't like it in there, so I try to avoid that place as much as possible. And then, okay, so you go down the hallway, there's that, and then on your right would be my bathroom. Now, when you go to the bathroom, here's the living room, and then you go this way, and then there's the front door. So, the front door, and then it would connect to the kitchen. So I'd walk that way, go to the kitchen, because I don't like big, spacious areas when it's like 3 in the morning, because that kind of spooks me. I don't know if it's just me, but big, spacious areas are not my thing. Anyways, so I'd go to the kitchen, get some water, and then when I was walking there, I noticed out of the corner of my eye a dark figure sitting or standing, or however you want to say it, on my, what is he doing? On my bathroom counter. And I was like, what is that? So I just went and proceeded to go get my water, and I got it. And when I came back, I saw just a little glimpse of him, and I freaked out. I ran back to the kitchen. Why does this have to happen to me right now? My rat's not even, like, what the? My rat's not even on my bed, but a video game just fell off. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys what I'm talking about, like my bathroom, and, you know, kind of narrate it, because that's easier to do. Okay, so I realized that my parents are still here, and they're watching TV, so it'd be kind of loud. So I'm gonna draw out what I saw for you, and also draw the diagram. So, here's my room, end of the hallway, my mom's room. Go a little bit down, that's the guest bedroom, and then a little bit more down is the bathroom. And then here's a little wall, here's my door. And then it would lead into the kitchen. And then the living room is like over here. So, I walked this way, went into the kitchen, and out of the corner of my eye, I saw what looked to be, here's the counter of my bathroom. Mind you, this is not a very good drawing because just on the fly. I saw a figure that looked like a man with his legs bent backwards, but his feet still forward, like kind of like a horse's feet would be. Okay, that's really bad as a drawing, but so, you know, I called him the Cricket Man because crickets look like that and their legs are like that, right? But just imagine a cricket but with a man's like body. Just pretend that's the head and the arms, and it would be like that. This is such a bad drawing. But he was in a tux, and he had a hat on. I was very confused as of what he was. I about shit myself when I first saw him. I was like, okay, I think I need to go to bed. I don't know what I just saw, but ooh, it was scary. So I rushed back as fast as I could after staying out in the kitchen for like 3 hours because I was afraid. I waited until the sun went up, and then I finally went back to my bedroom. Oh my gosh, I've never felt such paranoia and fear than I did that night. It was terrifying. So, to this day, I call him the Cricket Man, because that's what he looked like to me, and he had like the torso of a man with a tux on, and the legs of a cricket, and it was terrifying. So there's that. So my next little experiences with the paranormal okay, so I just realized that they tend to be kind of scary, spooky. I mean, I don't know why, but anyways, it was like the middle of the night, and I just went to bed, and I thought I was dreaming. I don't know if I was like, I don't know, having a night terror or something, but it felt real. It felt like I wasn't, like, it didn't feel like a dream. It didn't feel like a night terror because I have a case of night terrors and they suck. But my rat is trying to get out and it's so annoying. I was laying on my bed, and this is when I had a twin bed, and I was kind of outgrowing it, so my feet were very close to the edge. It was like this far, and then, so, okay. I woke up with a weird feeling of someone was watching me, and I was like, okay, who's watching me? And I look around, and then I look towards the bottom of my bed, like the end of my bed where my feet were, and I see this dark, like dense black figure sitting at the end of my bed, and it was so scary. It wasn't as scary as the Cricket Man though, because he was like super like sharp and clear. I was like, ah. But this happened maybe like a year ago, maybe. I've been in this house for 5 years now. Around 5 years, I believe. So, it's been a while. So that was a year ago, and it was so scary. I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to I didn't want to get out of my bed. I didn't want to stay awake. I saw I saw the figure, and I was spooked out of my mind. I don't know what I saw. I don't know what it was. Why was it sitting at the end of my bed? I don't know. You can even see like the creases going towards, like, you know, when you sit on something that has a blanket, you see the creases that go towards the center of where the person is sitting. And I saw that, and I was like, wait, they're actually sitting at the end of my bed. You could see the creases, and I didn't know if it was actual human, that I don't know. It's hallucinating, but it felt like it was a spirit because since I'm clairsentient, I can tell when, you know, I'm very in tune with people's emotions and how they feel. Like if someone's sad, I'll be like, oh, I feel that sadness, and then that brings me to like tears or something. And with that spirit, I just felt fear. I was so scared. I was like, why am I so scared? I don't know what's happening. And so I forced myself to go to bed. I put the blankets over my head and just forced myself to sleep. And it was really spooky. I curled up into a ball. It was intense. And then another one, this one's with my mom. She told me about it. It was her experience, but I'm just gonna tell you it anyways because I don't think my mom would mind. So she's at the kitchen counter, and you know, she's minding her own business. There's a quarter. There's like maybe like 45 cents in the middle of the counter, and one of the quarters just slides right off and hits the wall and scares her. Like, whoa. And she told me about it, and I was like, wow. You know, I'm like, okay. And then, you know, it's just these small little things. It used to be like big, but then I started becoming more witchy and more witchy and more witchy, and I started cleansing the house and things. You know, I like spiritual activity because it's fun, and I love the adrenaline. I'm just weird like that. Yeah. But so much has happened when, like, okay, so I have 2 Ouija boards. I have one from the haunted Winchester mansion down in Santa Cruz, I believe. I believe that's where it is. I don't know. But that Ouija board is really cool. I wish I almost got the one that had the fairies on it. I was like, yes. But I wasn't working with a fae at the time, so, you know, I wasn't very interested in it. Because, I mean, I thought it was cute, but the one that said Calling Heaven, that one is the one that drew me to it, and it was like $60, but hey, Ouija boards are Ouija boards. They're pretty, and they're fun to use. But, I got that one from the Winchester Mansion, and then I got the other one, like, it's the normal, standard, one that a lot of people have. I got it at the mall for my birthday, like, a couple years back, and I've always had fun results with it, but this one time, me and my friends were using it, and I did a prayer and everything, and that didn't seem to work, so what happened next was so scary. everything, it felt like there was an earthquake going on in my room, and I was like, what is going on? Is there an earthquake? I mean, I live in Oregon. There's like no earthquakes over here. There's no tornadoes, hurricanes. There's like nothing. I don't know why. Maybe it's because we're in the desert pretty much, but there's a lot of forests. So my room was shaking. Things were falling off my table. I had a huge speaker and it just flung, and I was like, that was expensive. And it was terrifying. I didn't have an iPhone at the time. I had like this stupid track phone that, you know, you can't really record anything on it. And oh my gosh, I wish I got that on video. It was so scary. I was terrified. My friends were like, what? And I almost wanted to burn that Ouija board, but then I was like, no. I can deal with this. I can, like, straighten this out. So that's what I did. I straightened it out. I cleansed my room with sage, sandalwood, did some cleansing things, tried to get the spirits out of my room. I mean, I love paranormal activity things, but when they take the blankets off of you, it's annoying because I wanted that blanket. I wanted to be warm. That's why I have the blanket. Why did you take it from me? Like, yeah. So last night I spent the night at my friend's Savannah's house, and I caught an orb on picture. Well, on video. And I'm gonna show it to you guys. I don't think it's dust because dust doesn't move the way that the orb did. Yeah, and it's gone. I don't know where it is anymore. I will find it, but we were sitting there it was on Snapchat, of course, and we were just sitting there minding our own business, and then this orb just happens. Okay, I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys the video. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but okay, so that should be good. It's right there, see? And it just moves off the screen. And it looked like a ghost either like sat up or something and just like got off the bed or something like that, but that was cool. I was like, whoa. And she's like, yeah, it might be my grandpa. There's been a lot of spiritual activity around my house. I'm like, ooh, well, apartment, because she lives in an apartment. It's like, okay, that's really cool. Wow. And then we were midnight snacking. I got some ice cream and I went out into the living room and I literally couldn't take it. I got chills all the way up my body and I was like, okay, nope. And I ran back to the room and Savannah's like, what the heck? What are you doing? I'm like, go out there. It's spooky, because since she's kind of clairsentient like I am. She can sense when spirits are near, kind of, sometimes. And she went out there and we were like, So we came back in the bedroom with my ice cream. And after that, it was like 4 in the morning at this time, and we were sitting there on our phones. And she turned around and was like, was that you? And I was like, wait, what? What are you talking about? She's like, I just felt a hand on the back of my neck. And I was like, okay, that's spooky. That's very spooky. And then I went back out in the living room and I saw a black figure sitting on the couch. And I was like, hey, is that your mom out there? She's like, is the TV on? I'm like, no. She's like, that's not my mom. And it's not my dad either because he doesn't come home yet. And I was like, okay, time to go to bed. That was spooky. What else? During some rituals, a lot of candles like to fly upwards, like my normal candles. Pretend this is a candle. I'm holding it. See if you see it? Yeah, you can. I have a mirror behind my camera because it's not on my normal tripod because I'm too lazy to set it up. So pretend this is a candle, and I was doing my ritual, and one of them just went, phew! I was like, why? And it landed back down, and it knocked a couple candles over, and they were all on fire, and I was like, what is this? So I centered myself, calmed myself down, and waited 3 days and tried it again. And the same thing kept on happening with the same candle, and I was wondering, like, what is going on here? That time I was prepared, so I didn't light it. envisioned it in my mind that it was lit, and it still went. I was like, how? Like, how is this happening? Sorry, that cut off, and I just tried to yeah. Okay, so I was like, how is this happening? And I was so mind blown. I was like, this is some gravity defying shit right here. Whoa. Also, my new gauges. Thank you, Savannah. They're so great. Oh my god. Yeah, it was just mind blown. So yeah, those were pretty much my experiences. I never learned who threw my candle, what threw my candle, but I enjoyed talking about it. If you guys want me to share some other experiences with, like, I don't know, magic in general, feel free, hit me up. So yeah, hope you guys liked that video. I'm on my phone right now texting my witchy friend. So guys, I hope you guys like that video. Add me on Snapchat. Like, my Snapchat's great. I'm kind of inappropriate when it comes to hanging out with my friends. So here, add me. Pause the video and add me. Oh, it's not. Oh, is this? I can't. Okay, anyways, it's Frozen Heart 123 because I made this right when Snapchat came out, and I was such a tiny immature child when I thought, I was like, I have a frozen heart. Oh no, you know, like, really? I used to be so emo back then. It's so cringy. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys liked that video. Like, subscribe, comment for more. I can't wait to be doing the next witchy talk with Sergio. He's great, and please do subscribe to him and Lady Grove Dancer and House of Conjure. They are like my inspirations, as said in the previous video. So I also couldn't figure out how to put a slideshow on for the thing. You just see my candle and my bottles. Yeah. Anyways, hope you guys had a good day. Blessed be, you guys. See you in the next video.